Hello viewers, I am Maitli. Today we are going to see 12th CBSE Maths Continuity and Differentiability exercise 5.2 question number 5. Let's see the question. Differentiate with respect to x. So we are going to differentiate the given function. It is sin ax plus b by cos cx plus d. This is in by form. So if it is in by, we are going to use the quotient rule u by v. If it's u by v u differentiation minus u v differentiation by v square. This is the formula for quotient rule. First, keep the denominator as it is, differentiate the numerator, minus keep the numerator as it is, differentiate the denominator by the denominator square. Now this will be your u, this will be your v. Let me take u as sin ax plus b. If I differentiate u dash is nothing but differentiation of u. You need to differentiate. There are two functions here. One is the trigonometric function, other one is the algebraic function. First let me do the trigonometric function. For sine we know it is cos x. In the place of x we have ax plus b, cos ax plus b into inner function differentiation. If I differentiate this, it becomes a into 1, that is a, plus 0, so you can leave the 0. So this is your u dash. The same way let me write v. V is cos cx plus d. V dash is, we know that cos is minus sin x. Cos x is minus sin x for differentiation. So minus sin, in the place of x write the angle value as it is, into, now we need to do the inner function differentiation. The inside we have cx plus d. If I differentiate cx plus d, it becomes c. C into 1 becomes c. Differentiation of d is 0 because of a constant term. Now this is your v dash. We have found everything. Just substitute the value here. Write v first. So differentiation of this is v is cos cx plus d into your value of u dash is a. Let me write the a in the front. Cos ax plus b minus, again u is sin ax plus b into v dash is, this is your v dash. We have a minus sign, so minus into minus here will become plus, into c. I'll write it in the front, sin cx plus d by the denominator square. Denominator square is cos cx plus d square. Whole square or the square, everything becomes the same. Now let me take that. That's all. We can't solve it. There is no like terms here, so we can't solve it. Let me take the denominator to each side. Let me split the denominator. Here it becomes cos cx plus d into cos ax plus b by cos square cx plus d. Similarly, plus c into sin ax plus b into sin cx plus d by cos square cx plus d. Here one cos cx plus d and another cos cx plus d gets cancelled in both the numerator and denominator. Same way here also we can't cancel this because we don't have cos on the numerator. We can't cancel this. This is the angle, so we can't cancel. Here we have cos ax plus b by cos cx plus d. Let me write ax plus b as it is. We know that cos cx plus d, this is in the denominator, 1 by cos cx plus d. I can write 1 by cos cx plus d to be secant cx plus d, because 1 by cos theta is secant theta. The same way here I am going to split this separately. 1 cos cx plus d. There are 2 cos cx plus d in the denominator. 1 cos cx plus d with 1 sin cx plus d becomes tan. So let me split this. Here it becomes ax plus b into sin. For you I am writing another step. Here I am writing the cos cx plus d as cos cx plus d into cos cx plus d. this can be taken as tan. Here we have sin by cos can be written as tan, and same way what we have done it here, we will write it to be secant on the numerator. Here cos cx plus b into secant cx plus d, plus this will be the same as it is, c into sin ax plus b. This can be written as tan cx plus d. If angles are equal only, we can write it. So here we know that it is sin cx plus d by cos cx plus d. I am writing this to be tan cx plus d. Now we have a denominator cos cx plus d. This can be written as secant cx plus d. We are just solving, bringing everything to the numerator. That's all with the sum. Thank you.